Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to do a review on this set that Ertl has come out with the New Holland Combine with a lowboy and a semi. The box calls it the CR990 Hauling Set. So let's dive in and see what we get with this set. Now I can't remember exactly, but I'm thinking this set runs around $40 is what I gave for it. It does come with a Freightliner truck, a lowboy, which the newer style lowboy Ertl has been making the last few years, a CR9.90 Class 9 New Holland machine, and a Draper head. And no, for some reason, it doesn't come with a corn head. I can't figure that one out yet. But for whatever reason, they just came with the Draper. So let's start off with the semi. I'm going to fly through the semi and the lowboy because I think the star of this set is the Combine. That's probably why most people will buy it. So we do get a New Holland decal on this. We got decals here for all of our windows. Well, that's not decal, that's plastic, but these are decals. You get some grill detail. This is a Freightliner. You can tell by that grill. The box does say it's a Freightliner as well. We got some headlights. No paint on any of these lights. No paint down here. I mean, this is bare basic on this thing. New Holland decal. The bottom's got your decal kind of cast into the plastic. Does say Freightliner in the plastic right there, but it doesn't really tell what model the truck is. We've got our exhaust coming up and out, and then our hitch back here. Normal Ertl semi tires that have the word Ertl on them, which I can't stand that they say Ertl on them. But anyways, yeah, so not a lot going on there. At least it's better than the semis they used to put forever in all the sets. Anyway, so Freightliner truck. Then the lowboy is actually pretty good in my opinion. So this thing is metal. It's kind of heavy. You got a lot of weight here. Same Ertl tires. Not a fan of those, like I just said. But the rest of the trailer is solid. I mean, they give us good detail paint right here, kind of like the wood. You got all your things that extend the width all pulled out. It doesn't detach like a lowboy would, but for this price you wouldn't really expect it to. A little bit of hydraulic cylinder detail there, some more detail up there, and it hooks right into the semi, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. A lot better than I don't know if you remember the plastic lowboys Ertl had forever in some of their sets. And those plastic lowboys were just straight trash. You couldn't even get a tractor to sit on one, let alone a combine would just straddle the whole thing. So these lowboys are a big improvement. The combine fits very, very well on here. Give you a front view of a combine sitting on there. So I mean, that looks pretty good. So this is pretty appropriate size lowboy for this machine. So now into the combine. Header is the exact same. We've gotten these on our Prestige series that just came out. CR9.90 had this 40 foot. We've got them on a farm show combine, and then the 40th anniversary, which was 5 years ago now, was the first one to come out with this Draper. So they're still running hard on this Draper, making their money worth out of that casting. But I'll take it, a 40-foot Draper, you can't complain. I'm not going to go much detail because I've showed it a lot on this channel, the same exact Draper. You got your wheels, these don't move. A little detail on the bottom, stickers, slow moving vehicle, triangle, some detail in the plastic. This thing spins. So that's about it for this. If you want to see some more of that, check out some of my other New Holland Combine videos. It's like in a ton of them. So, a CR9.90. Let's get into, is this set worth the combine? Because I'm going to just assume if you're buying this set, you're probably buying it for the combine. You're either a New Holland Combine nut like myself and you think you need to buy everything that has a New Holland Combine because you want every one of them they make. That's the boat I fall into. Or maybe you don't have a New Holland Combine and you're kind of looking to get one, and this may be at a price point where you think, hey, I can get a low boy, get a combine all for like 40 bucks. So that's a pretty good price point. So maybe that's what you're interested in. So I'm going to kind of run this through and talk about the positives and negatives of this, and maybe give you an idea if it's really worth buying the set for this machine. So to start off, I do have with me the last New Holland Combine to come out, which came out a little over a month ago. We've got the same exact model machine in real life, a CR9.90, but this is the Prestige Edition. So it will have a higher level of detail, and we'll get into that. But they're both the 45-year anniversary. This one was marketed as the 45-year anniversary combine. There was no marketing on this one that mentioned the 45-year anniversary, but we did get that decal on both sides of the hopper, and so I was really thrilled with that. I saw the prototypes had it, but I was worried the real ones would not, but they did, so I appreciate them doing that. That is something they did not have to do. They could have just left it blank and, you know, no one would have complained, but I'm really glad that they did that. So obviously with this one, this is going to be our cheap standard version toy. So we have no mirrors, no handrails, no black down here on the feeder house. Our seats are not painted. We do have a New Holland decal, but we don't have the blue leather seats. We don't have the handrails on the rear. We don't have the flashers, the fuel cap. None of that's there. No ladder. One thing though I do like is the auger, because this is the position the spout would be in if you were harvesting. So I don't know how to feel about this. I get it. They kind of have to pick one or the other. So this is the position the spout's in when it is dumping, and this is whenever it's not dumping. So majority of the time a combine is going to be in this position. So I like when the toys are that way, because most of the time if I'm putting a combine on a display, it's going to be running. But then again, if you are dumping, you do want it to look like that, because this looks goofy over a grain cart like this. So I get it. The toy, you got to pick one or the other. So it is nice they give us both on different machines. But I do like that we do have this auger, since the last couple New Holland combines have had the folding auger with the spout straight down. So I'm glad to get a straight auger with that spout back. The last combine we had from New Holland with this auger on it would have been the CR9.90 standard toy edition. Would have been the last one with that auger. Now we do get the exact same decaling on both machines. So we got our Revelation, we've got our 45-year anniversary of the twin rotor, and if I can get this to focus, right behind that CR9.90, you can see like little lines and stuff, and it kind of looks like, you know, it reminds me of like, I don't know, like you think about a motherboard or something with all the little lines running all through it. Kind of like that, and I guess it's because this is like their machine that is the smart machine that changes all the adjustings and stuff. So I guess that's kind of what that's hinting at, that this is a technological machine. One thing I did notice on this that highly disappointing, these tracks are garbage. I can't even like hardly get them to move with my hand, let alone like if you roll it, it's just not gonna move. I can barely turn this track with my hand. All my other New Holland combines on tracks, like I can push it this gently and they roll. So I don't know what happened. If this is just a fluke and I've got a bad toy, or if they're all like that. But I kind of have a feeling they might all be like that. And that is just straight trash. I don't know what happened because they basically just copied the old ones, didn't change anything on the undercarriage. So this shouldn't be an issue. But I mean, I can barely even turn that with my hand. Like I'm trying pretty hard. So that's a little disappointing. Another thing is, the good positive thing on this is we do get the spreader back here on this rear axle. And I haven't figured this one out, but the expensive Prestige one does not have a spreader. I don't know why the cheap one would have the spreader axle. No spreader attached to the axle on the expensive one. So most of the time our farm shows and our more expensive ones in the past from New Holland have had that, and the cheap ones have not. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but it is what it is. I appreciate it on this one. Wish this one had it. No paint on the rims here like you get the black in here. Not on this one. Another thing is with this toy, and this is with all the New Holland tracked versus wheeled toys we have. If you can see this black fender here, the shape of it is different from the ones with tracks. So the ones with tracks it's more bulky. The ones with wheels, and this is all of them now, not just these two toys, but every one they've come out with since the CR8.90, the wheels, it gets skinnier up here. So this, if you're customizing, just keep that in mind, because I've ran into trouble with that. Before I realized that, I tried to put some wheels on a machine that used to have tracks, and tracks on a machine that used to have wheels, vice versa. And I ran into some problems getting it to fit right, because these two fenders are a different style. And so you want to keep that accurate if you can when you're customizing. One quick tip, I know this video is getting pretty out of control on length, so I'm going to try to wrap it up, but a good way if you're wanting a machine like this to customize it is you can take a machine like this and remove the cab and put it on this, or take this rear end off here and swap it out with the engine and rear end back here, and so you'll have all these detail parts on this machine. Or if you're wanting maybe just tracks on the Prestige, you can take this undercarriage off, the wheels and all stay attached, and pop it over here, just some things to think about. I've got a CR8.90 that I've customized with handrails and everything, and I robbed parts off of one of the farm show CR890s. And so, I'm probably might do that with this one, might add a cab with some mirrors or something like that by robbing it off of I bought a second machine. So I might do that with this one. That's just some ideas. If you're wanting to customize and you're kind of don't want to do a lot of work, that's a good thing, easy thing to do. I mean, you can even pop these rails off and swap them out. The ladder and stuff has all these rails, so you can pop the whole ladder assembly, pop it onto one of those. I've done that quite a bit with these New Hollands. It's easy, quick thing to do. But in my opinion, if you've got the Prestige and you just kind of want a small number of New Holland machines, this is not worth buying just for the tracks. But if you do collect New Holland combines, then I'd say, yeah, go ahead and buy it, because it does look cool on tracks. Could you customize one and make it look really awesome? Yes. But if you're just wanting a toy, the tracks don't roll very good, so I don't know how good of a toy this will be. Plus, you don't get a corn header. So if you're wanting a New Holland combine as a toy, I would say go with like your harvesting set with the CR990. I mean, you get for $10 more, you get a semi. No, you don't get a semi. You get a grain cart, a tractor, and a combine, and I think that's just a lot better deal. But you know, if you're like me and you want this particular one because you want every single one, then yeah, go ahead and get it. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope that you have a good day, and drop a comment below. What's your favorite combine? Or if you like New Holland combines, let me know why. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day.